to this year's 4th of July parade. It's the Amazing American Heroes theme happening right here on Church Street in downtown Douglasville. I'm Kellie Hunter from CITI TV, and joining me today, John Gray with the Chapel Hill News and Views. John, thank you for co-hosting this with us today.
Kellie, thank you so much. I had the opportunity to do this a few years back for a couple of years when I was at Douglas County Chamber of Commerce, and it's so great to be back doing this. It's such a great tradition here, such a great American tradition, celebrating the birth of America right here in downtown Douglasville.
And what's so exciting about it is you can feel the excitement. I hear the sirens, I see the blue lights headed down the street. They're headed our way.
Already have thousands of people lining the streets. I came up Rose Avenue around 9 o'clock, and there were already several folks that were setting up on Rose Avenue, and that's toward the end of the parade. So certainly along Church Street here where we're at, there's been folks that have been lined up here for hours as well.
I think everyone comes and picks out their spot early, do they not?
They do.
Finding the pieces of shade. We're fortunate that we're not having the 106-degree weather we had last week, but a great morning, a great day for a 4th of July parade.
I do have to tell you, I was a little bit apprehensive, Kellie, about saying yes to doing this when I saw the temperatures last week were 106 and up above 100 degrees. I was like, boy, I sure hope that it's not there, but it's great. It's great this morning. Feels good. So if you're watching this live, you still got time to come down here and probably catch. I would say probably need to go Rose Avenue in if you want to come and watch it live.
Sure. Head up that way. We're probably going to cut away here to a couple of shots coming soon. I see the Douglasville Police Department, their motorcade kicking off and heading up the parade there with the honor guard and the presentation of the colors, kicking off our 4th of July parade today.
Douglasville Police Chief Chris Womack will lead the way.
There they are on screen, marking time. Always looking for opportunity to salute and honor the great American flag and country representing our country here.
Absolutely. We have a whole lot to be proud of right here in Douglasville and Douglas County. I mean, this is a great part of Americana right here.
It is. And there you are. There's a nice sky cam shot of the parade making its entrance here to the plaza area on Church Street, right at City Hall.
Now, well, Kellie, it's great to see all the children and see their faces light up when these first few folks start come through, led by the motorcycles, and the folks start to come through in the honor guard. So great to see the faces of the children light up.
It is, and it's good to see the good rapport the children have with our police department in the county and in the city as well. Here comes the honor guard, presentation of our colors. A great thank you to all of the men and women who have served and are currently serving in the armed forces.
Absolutely.
Now there's Chris Womack, our
nice
chief.
Car there for Chief Womack.
That's a nice ride he's sporting there. Deputy Chief Sparks with him. I'm thinking that's a nice ride. There's a couple of more of our vehicles. We've got Major Graff, Sue Ann Shaw, Captain Shaw there with a couple of vehicles. Blue lights and sirens. This is the time you want to see the blue lights and hear the sirens.
Absolutely. Got Sheriff Phil Miller coming up next.
And of course,
a couple cars back.
K-9 unit, it looks like there. Officer McDonald. Or Barnhill, excuse me. That's from the Sheriff's Department. And here's our Grand Marshal making his appearance. That's a nice ride that he's in there too. Chevrolet. Grand Marshal, Buford Hudson.
Yeah, of course, Hudson's Barbecue is a staple here in Douglasville since 1971.
There he is, looking nice. Also has the facilities located out on Cedar Mountain Road.
Yeah, got Hudson's at Lake out there. So.
It's a great facility if you're looking to host an event. You need a place kind of with some water and more natural kind of feel.
I think it's really neat that they're honoring Buford Hudson with that honor this year. I'm not sure if he's done that before or not as the Grand Marshal. This may be the first time, but certainly has been a staple here for many, many decades, and just down the street from us here.
Right down the street. I think typically they take the 4th of July week off for their vacation for their staff and for their facility there, but everybody loves a good barbecue sandwich.
Oh, absolutely.
Got a few more rolling down the line here. Looks like we have some of our candidates and some of our honorees walking and braving the heat here. Now that's an older vehicle. I wish I was up to speed on the date models.
We need a vehicle expert on the antique cars for next year, don't we?
And I love the antique cars.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm looking, that looks like Mayor Person's wife in the front seat there, so I guess this is the Mayor Person's entourage of support. I bet that's his grandson, one of his grandsons on the scooter there. What a nice vehicle.
Yeah, that is. Kind of looks like something out of one of the old gangster movies, doesn't it?
Nice and polished for the day.
It is.
All righty, and here comes Mayor Persons with his grandsons.
Walking the route today.
Walking today.
That's
He
great.
said he was going to be walking.
That's great.
We'll see if we can get them on camera here. Get some of the guys here.
Of course, this is
Get right here at these cameras. There you go. Mayor Persons and his grandsons right there.
Of course, this will be Mayor Person's first July 4th parade as the mayor of Douglasville.
That is correct. He's doing a great job. He hit the ground running, full force. And coming up right behind him is members of our council. Let's see if we can name them here. We've got Carl Polk, Doug LaGuire, Mark Adams, Sam Davis, and Dennis McLean. Oh, and LaShawn Burdanley.
It's like Greg Roberts is having fun driving and playing with a siren there. So.
Oh, yes.
I guess he's not playing with it. It's part of the duty, right?
That's one of the older vehicles with the Douglasville Fire Department there. And, of course, our county chairman, Tom Wortham, and his beautiful wife, Linda, waving big. There you go. Say hey to the cameras right there for us.
As Tom Wortham took office January 1st, 2005 as the county commission chair. Of course, his father was a mayor here for many years before that, too.
For many years, that's correct. We've got Ann Guider-Jones, Randy Daniel, our coroner.
Randy Daniel.
All these people, great servants to our community, serving in the elected office and keeping charge of our county and our city and our government affairs, serving the community.
Absolutely. We are very blessed to have some wonderful city and county officials.
Have another one walking here, Kellie Robinson.
Yeah.
And then we got Mike Mulcair. He's picked him out a vehicle for a nice sporting ride as well. He's District 3, Board of Commissioners.
Riding in the Bright Star Special.
There you are. And we have another elected official here walking, our Senate. If you can hear over those horns and sirens. But we have here with us our state representative, Bill Hembry.
His wife Beth driving the Jeep and Bill's walking.
Yeah, good morning. Walking and shaking hands and smiling, waving. Oh, and someone's handing some candy out.
You think Bill was in the Jeep and maybe Beth kicked him out, or you think this was the intention all along?
I think he chose to walk this way.
Oh, okay.
We've got our district attorney, David McDade. Nice red Ford Mustang.
Yeah.
And then a very loud fire truck.
don't care how many times they see them. The kids love to see the fire trucks come through, don't they?
They do. And here's one of my favorite things coming up. We have the high school marching band, Douglas County High School, Chapel Hill High School, Alexander High School, and Lithia Springs High School. Combined band here for the season.
Some great local band programs here in Douglas County.
I can recall a few summers marching in the 4th of July parade in my high school years. Senior year, leading as drum major.
Both of my children, who are grown now, are part of the Chapel Hill High School band, so they participated in this over the years.
You relate to the 4th of July parades as well. I love those drum cadence. Makes you want to march it.
My son played the snare drum, so I got to hear this quite a bit.
Nice. And it is always hot out there.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter the temperature, it's always going to be warm.
It's neat how they can all come together as one big combined band for this particular day, much as we come together as a community.
It is. There they are heading out with a nice patriotic song in the background. And now here's another passion of my life, the motorcycles.
Yep, got the American Legion coming up here. Motorcycle thing going for you pretty good now?
It has been. I haven't really been able to be on the bike much this year. Maybe after it cools down a little bit more, we'll pull it out. And
I remember when you first started, a minor setback, but you stuck with it, so that's great.
Overcame. Jumped back on the horse, so to speak.
That's great.
All right, we've got the American Legion Riders, Stars and Stripes Forever. Nice float. There are float guidelines and rules that we ask all of our participants to abide by. Want to make sure it's a safe parade for everyone.
Great looking patriotic float there, and a lot of smiling faces on board.
A lot of waving flags too.
I think we have about all ages covered.
State Commander. There we are. Pearl Harbor survivor.
All right. Mr. Leonard
Santangelo. It's great to hear that crowd
absolutely
clapping and giving honor and recognizing. And we have another program that's local here in the community, sponsored mainly in part by the Douglasville Police Department, along with the Sheriff's Department. It's our Youth Against Violence. It's a great program for the youth in our area.
Absolutely.
They meet every Saturday morning over at the new community center there at the public police department facilities. They made a difference, a good impact and a good positive.
A lot of it is just about education and changing the ways and the mindset
that is correct.
Of many generations. So.
We have a lot of our sheriff and vehicles, the heat.
Great looking vehicles.
Lots of loud sirens. You know, these vehicles are a great representation, though, of the work that our sheriff department does here in the county. We've got the heat unit and the find unit on the interstates that you'll see looking out for a lot of drug trafficking that people don't realize happens right here in our area.
This is also a great opportunity for folks to see where their tax dollars go, Kelly.
Exactly, and keeping our community safe. There's a unit we hope we don't have to have to use. Our SWAT team is prepared.
You don't see the SWAT units and the command center units every day, but it's nice to know that they're there if we need them.
That is correct, yes. You know, one thing that a lot of people may not understand is the funds that they find from the drug trafficking. They're able to reuse those funds back. Well, here's a demonstration. One of the race vehicles, but those funds go back in. Right. They go back into supporting programs like the Explore, the Youth Against Violence, all those things that are affecting our county in a great and a positive.
Great program, the care program that they do through the Douglas County Sheriff's Department, training young drivers. It's an excellent program.
And we have a lot of young drivers.
Yes, we do.
So yes, definitely. We have Sheriff Miller. He's walking the route today.
He is.
Great support team with him. He has served our county here since 2000, I believe, as our sheriff. And he's up for re-election. Years in law enforcement, has a great record. So check out his information, and Phil Miller for re-election. This is his group passing by. It's a large group.
It is. Wow. Looks like we've got a very large Phil Miller float coming up here.
Oh yeah. Nice rig. Re-elect Phil Miller, Douglas County Sheriff's Office. Experience, honesty, and integrity.
Of course, all the floats are being judged here today by our judges, Larry Yockey, Pro Tem Mayor, Joyce Answorth,
she's our
the HBC.
Right, the Historic Preservation.
And Donna Cox for the Downtown Development Authority.
Right, they're doing a great job. They have judging those floats based on their originality, their presentation, design, and then their interpretation of the theme. And this year's theme is the amazing American heroes. Now that is a music machine.
Yes, it is.
Look at the speakers on that thing. My, look at this next truck coming up.
Kelly, I don't think I could drive this one. I don't think I could get up there.
You would definitely need about a 10-foot ladder for me to get up into that thing at least, I'm thinking.
There we go. Now folks see it coming on the screen now.
That is a huge monster truck.
I believe this is probably Captain Herb Emery coming up here.
I believe so. Always in his Mayberry car. There he is. Great supporter of our community. There he is.
Of course, Andy Griffith just passed away, so it brings up some memories of that.
It does. I've been seeing a lot of Facebook posts and positive impact that he had there in his life. So, the life of the young Americans.
Looks like we're getting ready for a NASCAR race here. We got 5 NASCAR cars here, it looks like.
Looking like this is Cole Motorsports, part of the sheriff's entourage as well for the re-elect Phil Miller campaign.
Think we should give them the green flag, or should we keep them under yellow here?
I think they're going to all be looking for a checkered flag pretty soon, right?
Exactly.
Caution does sound good, though, on the streets here. Our BHE group, which is our Black Educational History exhibit. They helped sponsor a great event just recently with the Juneteenth in the month of June.
The exhibits exhibits over there in the old county courthouse as well, right?
They are, yes. A lot of artifacts and historic pieces of information there that are on display. You can check with the old county courthouse to find out those hours of operation. But go by and see some of those things relating back to our historical.
Folks are looking for things to do with their kids during the summer. That's a great opportunity here locally to check out some of the things like the old county courthouse and some of the exhibits there.
And it's air conditioned inside.
Yes.
So looking for something cool in the summertime. There's another opportunity.
I think this is Pack 626, Cub Scouts.
Cub Scouts coming along. They say heroes wear many hats. That is true. Lots of different heroes in our area. And of course, we've got someone coming up, I'm sure, that would love to say hello.
Are we live?
We are live, yes, sir.
Well, tell them I said good morning and a happy 4th of July.
You're welcome to step up here right behind us.
Mayor Person stepping up here to...
All righty. So he's going to get a few people he wants up, say hello on the cameras. And there we are again, honoring those who have served our country. MVETS Post 118 of Lithia Springs. Nice display here.
Now, Kelly, if I was going to ride a motorcycle, this is the way that I would do it coming up here. They seem a little more stable to me.
Yes.
All right, we have some.
I think we have a few girls that are going to
visitors joining us here.
Y'all want to come up here and tell them happy 4th of July?
Hop up here, girls. Come on up here. Come around here so they can get y'all in the shot. There you are.
Can you tell them happy 4th of July?
Here, look right over here at this camera. Can you wave your flag?
Can you wave?
Oh. Look at you, got your pretty dresses on.
Happy 4th of July.
It's the Coast Guard Flotilla 22 out of Lake Allatoona just went by.
Just a little starstruck there.
Well, happy 4th of July. We're having a good crowd so far today.
Yes, sir, we are. A lot of participation throughout the streets and happy, excited people.
And the weather's great.
Isn't it good?
A little overcast, not too hot, a little breeze blowing.
We're enjoying it.
Celebrating Independence
Great to be able to celebrate as a community. I saw these very same folks at Central Baptist Church, where I'm a member, and we had a great Freedom Day celebration this past Sunday, and Mayor Persons was there along with these lovely young ladies, and we had a great celebration there.
And we're glad to see all the turnout with the citizens, and just want to wish everybody a happy Independence Day, 237 years after legally celebrating our separation from Great Britain.
There you
Y'all
are.
have a great holiday. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Persons.
All right.
Just passed by the Vietnam Veterans of America, the post here at Robert G. Hunter chapter.
Always nice to have those little family times come through and say hello.
Yeah. I had a new addition to our family yesterday. We had a new little granddaughter, little Carly Renee Jones.
Oh, so you're a granddad for the third time.
Third time. I was rushing out to find the little outfit yesterday, and I think that's good news. They said most of the places were sold out. I was able to find her a cute little outfit for today.
For a red,
Don't know
white,
if she'll
blue.
be able to wear it yet or not, but I did find her a little patriotic outfit.
I bet Mom
for a
will put her
newborn.
in it whether she fits in it or not.
Absolutely.
Great song.
Yeah.
Great float there.
Absolutely.
Representing all of the different wars and places that we've had to actually engage in combat. Not that that's really what any heart, I think, desires or wants, but
Right.
it is part of what we stand for a country with freedom. Freedom comes with a price.
And as we say today, it's great to have those amazing American heroes that are willing to put their lives on the line for us.
That is true. Looks like Heritage
Goes
Baptist Church.
Pastor
here.
Gene Fields there running, picking up the rear there and running along.
There he is, yeah. Shaking hands, saying hello. Looks like we've got maybe one of our first major gaps in the parade. It's hard to keep those things from occurring,
Yes, it is.
but we do have some more floats lined up. Talking about the floats, there are some of the criteria that they're looking for, our judges, when they, as the floats are passing by. They'll be judging on their originality, their presentation, their design, and then, of course, how they've interpreted the theme of today's parade.
And so far, folks are doing a great job with that from what we've seen so far.
You know, the floats are always fun. It's a great activity to pull together an organization and a group.
Getting a shot there of our judges. You get to see our judges for today's event.
We've got our Mayor Pro Tem, Larry Yockey. We've got Joyce Ansley from Answorth from the Historic Preservation, and then Donna Cox with our Downtown Development Authority.
Kelly, I want to take a moment to recognize your folks too with CITI TV. You've got some wonderful folks that make this broadcast happen. Of course, yourself heading things up, and then Kellie Hunter, and then we've got Steve Jones, Jason Post, Nathan Todd, and Tony Strotha. And these folks you all do a wonderful job with this and all the CITI TV programming that you do.
Well, thank you for that, John. I think I have a great team. Everybody enjoys what they do. We've got Steve that's switching the parade today. If you can see, we've got a multi-camera shoot happening today. We've got a new piece of equipment with our Skycam. Jason's up there experimenting with that today. We've got Nathan on our roaming camera, always out in the middle of the activity and the streets, getting you those close-up shots, and then Tony, who's also manning one of our cameras as well. So it takes a full team to bring something. There you go. There's a nice sky shot. Look at that pan right across the area.
Every year you add a little extra bells and whistles, which is great.
Well, just doing everything we can to improve what we present and provide to the citizens of Douglasville, Douglas County.
And it's nice that we have a live broadcast this year, so if there are folks that may be elderly or may not be able to get out in the heat, or for instance they may have just had a baby yesterday, then they can still still watch the telecast.
Well, and I'm hoping my mother's over at Sweetwater Springs. Let them know we're going to try to pull it up on the big screen there in the lobby as well. So you never know who's looking.
Mike Miller, candidate for District 66.
Mike Miller's group in their red shirts.
He's got a big group following him up here.
Up, I even have one there on crutches.
Of course, the election is July 31st.
Coming right up.
Primary election.
Right at the end of this month. Early voting, I'm sure, taking place, or?
Yeah, early voting, I believe, starts on July the 10th, I believe.
Oh, I think he warned us. I think that's what this meant.
Nice looking group of smiling faces there. Still some more of the Mike Miller folks coming up here.
We do.
Of course, Mike Miller is a local attorney, and with his partner Dusty Hightower.
All right. And Dusty Hightower is a new representative for us as well. And then Mike Miller has served on the school board.
That's it.
Lots of smiling faces.
And the Mike Miller group there. If you'd like to check out more about candidate Mike Miller, you can go to votemikemiller.org.
I'm sure all of these candidates have a nice website. Check out, be sure to be informed on your vote. We have the Rescue Angels here, supporting the emergency firefighters.
Speaking of amazing American heroes, we have some great firefighters here in Douglasville, Douglas County.
Billard Elementary. Another Cub Scout troop.
I think Pack 30 is having fun. What do you think, Kelly?
I think they're enjoying themselves in this parade today.
Kelly, there's some other activities going on a little bit later today. Share House, of course, has their big annual celebration barbecue event that's going on to benefit the Share House. That's at Hunter Park.
Those activities will be happening all afternoon. Everybody kind of heads that way right after the parade. You've got barbecue, different events, everything happening there. So make your way on over to Hunter Park. And then, of course, don't forget, tonight, everybody wants to see the fireworks.
Yes, they do.
On 4th of July. Those will be one of the best viewing locations, I guess, would be from Arbor Place Mall.
It's the folks from Beulah Baptist Church.
Vacation Bible School. Looks like that's happening in the next couple of days, July the 8th through the 12th.
Of course, Pastor Wayne Bray is the pastor of Beulah Baptist Church. I believe that's him walking along here and passing out things to the folks.
It's good to see our churches out supporting and
Really is.
being part of the activities and festivities as well today.
It really is a great representation of churches, businesses, and community coming together all in one big day for one big event.
Everybody's celebrating and enjoying in the excitement for the day.
It's the Sweetwater Creek Honey Farm.
They say that's a good thing for your sinuses and things as such as to partake of local grown honey. They'll, I guess, have all of the, from their pollens of the centralized areas supposed to somehow help your system become adjusted and accustomed to those.
Absolutely, and they are actually they're actually a national company here, and they have several thousand beehives. It says here approximately 1,000 beehives right here in Douglas County.
Wow. But they're a national company, you said, as well.
Yep, they have
Very good.
sister honey farms in Florida and also in Michigan.
We have our Sons of the Confederate veterans here. Their Douglasville chapter here says honoring your Southern heritage.
Bright and colorful float there.
Some smiling faces waving there at us. And of course the cannon there. Taking a look at all of our parts of heritage in this 4th of July parade.
Absolutely. Such an educational experience too to bring the kids out to this July 4th parade. Not only here but anywhere. But this is one of the better parades and one of the better communities in the area. I'm probably a little partial to it, but
well, we're both from this area, so it kind of has a little bit of local impact with us. But you're correct there, John. I think Douglasville has one of the largest parades for the 4th of July in the metro Atlanta area. Looks like a fashion boutique here. Truce Couture. Boutique and Salon. I guess they're located, if I saw that correct, on Church Street.
Colorful summertime outfits there, dresses.
Different ones walking up. There's the handing the candy out. That's one of the things. They're not allowed to toss or throw the candy from the floats. They must be able to hand them out. That's another safety issue that we put in place for the floats. Keeping all of our viewers safe.
The Rita Rainwater is running for County Commission Chairman. Your patriotic red, white, and blue
Red,
float.
white, and blue people. There you are. So.
our local businesses, Auto Answers.
You're right, John. It is good to see that business participation as well. We have a lot of great businesses that are just right here local. Everything from, you know, your small mom and pop to some really larger international businesses as well.
Beautiful sign there from Sunrise Memorial Gardens, made especially for this event for the 4th of July. Gold Star Graven Vault.
Once again, honoring those who have forfeited their life for our freedom.
Absolutely.
All right, I guess they're promoting a little bit of Halloween in the middle of the summer.
Yeah, it's not too far off, I guess.
Nightmares Haunted House. It's a few shady looking characters, huh?
These are the first faces I've seen that don't look quite as happy as some of the others here today. Everybody else has a big smile on their face. Some of them, I'm not sure. I guess they have smiles on their face. Some of the children don't know what to think of this.
They're a little bit reluctant to stick out a hand, I'm thinking. I guess if you're into the kind of horror, scary, gruesome kind of thing, that's a place to check out.
Yeah, absolutely. Kelly, we were mentioning the business community and what a big part of this it is, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity today to represent Chapel Hill News and Views. I'm very happy to be on board at Chapel Hill News and Views now. It's been a month today that I've been with Chapel Hill News and Views, and happy to be representing them, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to do that today.
Well, we love the partnership that we have with Chapel Hill News and Views as well, and giving you the opportunity as well as other businesses to be able to kind of promote what they do for our community in our area here. So glad to have you on board.
Absolutely. We love to be community partners. Of course, we got Chapel Hill News and Views, and then also Villa Rica News and Views, and very happy to be community partners, and we're very involved in the community, as is CITI TV and the other folks in the area.
I know this month's you have a cover there of this month's
I'll do
edition.
a little shameless plug here of our
Yeah,
patriotic
please do.
cover, and hold this up. It'll cover my face, which will be good. There we go.
I believe that your viewers had the opportunity to vote on the cover.
They do each month.
So each month they have the opportunity to go in and decide what's going to be representing the face of Chapel Hill News and Views.
Yep, that's become very popular.
It's another way of socially connecting
Absolutely.
with society, with our community and our area.
Absolutely. It's like we have another little lull here. As we said, it takes a little time with these things.
We do. We've got some groups here that are walking and choosing to walk on foot. I think the next group coming up, I see a lot of yellow shirts. Had the opportunity before to preview the area. This is the elect Mickey Thompson for State Rep District 66. Okay. That is a new district that has been added in our area here. Okay. So,
of course, Mickey Thompson was longtime mayor here in Douglasville.
Right, my former boss.
Yeah, actually he was started CITI TV under his administration,
He
correct?
did. That was one of his campaign promises, and put his foot forward to make sure that happened, and I'm thankful for the great opportunity that he's given me as well as the team to be able to speak on that. So
we're certainly happy that he did it as well, because all
right. All righty, we've got that team coming up, and so all righty. Excuse me. We got a few spectators here that
there we go,
helping us out. But we've got Mickey Thompson and his great group there. A lot of yellow shirts on the streets today. Yellow balloons.
Bright and festive yellow.
And there he is walking right there at the front of the crowd. He's got his tennis shoes on. Those are good walking shoes. There they are.
Hey.
We'll have him take a look at the camera right there.
It's like everybody's in yellow except for Mickey Thompson. He's got his
He had to stand
patriotic
out
red, white, and
somehow.
blue tie on.
There you are. Had to stand out there in the crowd. Stacy Mims, yeah. And then there's a few chosen that got to ride there in the trailer.
Think they draw straws for that, or do they do a lottery to find out who gets to ride and who gets to walk?
You know, it looks like even the walkers are enjoying it.
They are. I have a feeling they probably volunteer to.
I think so. So we've got a church here, probably promoting another vacation Bible school, Dorset Shoals Baptist Church.
Their pastor is Kevin Maples. Of course, they're located at 5633 Dorset Shoals Road.
You know, vacation Bible schools, fun time in the summer.
Absolutely.
Always seem to have a theme and a great lesson to be promoted during that time. So if you're looking for some activity for your children, check out the local churches and their vacation Bible school programs.
My dad was a pastor, so I always had the inside scoop on Vacation Bible School. Know what's coming, kind of help with the setup and some of the advanced stuff. So it was always a fun time for me in the summer.
You know, there's a lot of work that churches and those volunteers put into making those come together as well. Right behind there, we have the Douglas County Democratic Party. Coming up, waving their flags.
Chairman of the Douglas County Democratic Party is Bill Willis.
There they are, everyone waving. There you are. Giving our opportunity to vote and choose, you know, the representative that you believe is going to make the presentation.
That's the beauty of this day and the beauty of our country is that we have the freedom of speech and the freedom to come together and vote for who we think is the best candidate for office, and that's what makes America so special.
I have Roger Bruce, our state representative. Taking a look to see, I'm trying to see if I see him walking there.
Don't see him yet.
Haven't seen
Sure,
him
he's
just
here
yet,
somewhere.
but he's got to be here if he's got the vehicle in there, right?
Right.
LaDon Blackett Jones for State Representative District 62.
Another great classic car there.
You know, each of these, I think we've mentioned it before, but each of these candidates that are running most likely will have a website. Google's a great search engine, pull it up. Find out what it is that they're looking to represent. Looking and making their stand to do for your community and your area. And hopefully make a very informed, educated decision.
Make your vote count.
We have the Douglas County Democratic Party here, I guess closing up maybe this gap in the...
More small
small
gaps
gap
coming
here.
up here.
And that always typically takes place when you have the parties that are walking. That's a long stretch.
Yeah.
Few hills to keep up with during this this parade route.
Kelly, I saw a statistic this morning that $245 million will be spent on fireworks in America today. So,
oh my.
And I think it's great. I think a lot of the communities had to scale back. Fireworks displays or eliminate them altogether with the challenged economy that we've had. And I think most folks are back, full force with the fireworks show. And I think that needs to be that way. We need to set that day aside and make it special.
Well, I tell you, I know it's one of the big thrills and highlights of the evening is right there at dusk when it's getting dark, seeing all those fireworks shooting off, and they may be a little bit loud, but it's worth it to sit there and watch those bursts of colors in that night sky. It's one of the traditions of the 4th of July. If you're looking to make your way to see the firework displays tonight, I think they're asking for people to park at Arbor Place Mall. There's a great viewing site from there. They are launched from the West Pines Golf Course on just the other side of I-20. Sam's as well as Walmart's parking lot are also great locations.
Some folks here are for Kimberly Alexander for State House of Representatives. As we said, these folks will all have websites, I'm sure, so you can go and check them out.
Do a nice Google search. Looks like we probably have Dazzle's skating rink coming up. I see some few shoes with some roller blades there on the bottom, some skates. They usually stop right here at the intersection and do a little bit of a skate performance for us, but that's a fun family activity. There he goes. There's one guy. Let's see if we can catch him on camera. Right. Maybe he'll do that right here in the middle of the plaza again. Oh, here's Roger Bruce, our representative.
Yeah.
He's making the walk as well. Hello. Hello, sir. How are you? Take a look right there at the camera for us. Yeah. There you go.
Skating has been such a big part and such a big tradition in America over the years.
You know, it's a great activity, and it's a great form of exercise as well.
It is. And in my case, a great way to get hurt. Never had much talent on skates.
I liked going in the circles, just nice and smooth. No tricks.
You gotta love that old disco music, right?
You do. I do, anyway. It's from my high school years. We have area taxi coming up. Taxi services here within the city of Douglasville are required to have an ID logo and captions, so certain requirements.
Somewhere in the near future also, I think we're going to see Parade Kid, Kelly.
He usually makes his appearance.
Certainly.
Surprised we haven't seen him already. With
certainly a big part of the Douglasville parade here in the tradition of July 4th. Of course, Parade Kid is Christopher Caldwell, also known as Christopher Elf. We'll be on the lookout for Mr. Christopher Elf.
All right, we'll have to have our cameras on alert.
Parade Kid.
Looks like Critter Country Club. Critters Country Club.
Critters Country Club, yep. They're just, I think they're right down there off Highway 5 and 78, right there at the corner, I believe.
That's a great service. I just was out of town on vacation for several days and needed a place for my little loved one, four-legged loved one as well. So great services here in the area. Here we got Kelly Robinson walking through.
Not sure who the car is with, but it's pretty fancy little Mustang GT that we have coming up here.
Pretty sporty looking there. Another vehicle supporting our POW, MIAs, and the KIAs. So, oh, Dixie Wreckers. All right. Jan Allen with the Dixie Wrecker Service, honoring those who have served and unfortunately faced probably the traumatic side of the war, being lost in action.
They've made a big sacrifice for our freedoms.
Coming up, is this our Highlanders Tavern and Grill? They're located over on Douglas Boulevard. Then it looks like we have the committee to re-elect Freddie Ashman. Looks like John from the Patch interviewing him en route.
That's dedication.
That's
walking backwards to interview.
There you go. That's the way to get your story, isn't it?
Wonder if he's walking backwards the whole way.
Freddie Ash, representing our District 2 of our county commissioners.
Running for re-election. Kelly, it's really neat too to see all the folks from city government from Douglasville and the folks from Douglas County government too to come together on this day and work so well together and come together as a community.
It is. We all live here within, whether you're a city or a county resident, we're all within the confines of this whole community. And it's good to see that collaboration and cooperation and the different governments working together to support, our community, its growth, its well-being, its economics, all those things that make us want to call this home.
Yeah, there's a lot of crossover. With law enforcement and obviously many other areas and economic development. There's a lot of crossover for trying to attract positive business growth to the area.
And that is important to, especially in our economic downturn of the economy now nationwide. Seeing the ability to promote a good positive environment that has established entities working together. Promoting the welfare of our whole general area. That speaks strongly to those corporations who may be looking to relocate.
It does. I think it's folks don't realize exactly how competitive it is when you're trying to attract those businesses to come here. I mean, we've got some great businesses that have come to Douglas County and to Douglasville, in the recent years. Google, as many people don't know, is actually in Douglas County.
They are. They've done some great community support and outreach here just recently as well. They just sponsored a Get Your Business Online workshop just a couple of weeks ago and had close to 200 participants.
Great.
Cameramen doing a great job of kind of scanning the crowds, getting some nice shots of people enjoying our 2012
We're A Star Is Born All-Star Cheerleading. They're over on John Belt Road, just on the north side of Bankhead Highway.
Cheer and competition. I was actually on the beaches down in Daytona this past week, and there was some cheer and dance competition teams doing a lot of their exercise routines out on the beach in the mornings.
Oh, wow. I don't think people realize that cheerleaders are actually athletes as well, and very good athletes.
I just started to mention my daughter was participating in a competition team for a couple of years, and it is some strenuous work.
It is. Also, we saw the band members earlier, so band, if you've ever seen the band members out there for summer band camp, and I think you've been through it,
right,
you'd know that they're athletes as well.
Looks like we might have a little demonstration happening here. All right. Have to make it a quick one. Here we go. Oh, girls, please spot them well.
All right.
And my daughter was one of those flyers. Right,
I love their shirts there. They say, "I believe in myself and my team." So
there you are.
It really has to be an individual effort here, but they certainly have to synchronize and work together as a team.
That's great. They're doing a great job there. Woo! Nice job with our sky cam there, being able to pick up that action up close. right. Nice competition.
Yeah, great job. Kelly, they inspired me. I was thinking maybe we could have Steve and Jason and Nathan and Tony maybe throw me up in the air when we get done here, and we'll try to do a few things.
Oh,
what do you
my.
think?
Okay.
Maybe not.
Maybe a few practice shots first,
Yeah.
okay?
To check on the workman's comp on that, huh?
Have a few more candidates running for office. Bob Snelling for the State House District 66 as well, coming up.
Yeah. Bob's walking along here. Come in your view here in just a moment in the green shirt. There he is.
Green shirt, waving a flag, saying hello to everyone as he comes by. And looks like this should be our New Beginnings Sanctuary of Faith. Is that correct? Looking for that there?
Young man there hanging out the window, having a great time. It's the one time that you can hang along the window, out the window when you're riding in a parade. Would not be advised any other time.
There he is waving to the crowds. Everybody loves to be in the parade.
They do.
Or loves to be on camera.
And folks, if you want to be part of next year's parade, and just give us a call. I guess it's Alice. They contact Alice at City Hall there?
Alice Stevens. Contact City Hall direct at 770-920-3000. Ask for her and get that information, but she does. She lines up all of our participants and registers for it. There she is on camera. Hey, Alice, wave to us. No, she's not going to wave. She's not going to be happy with us that she's on cameras.
As you said, it is a great way to promote business, community, organization, or church.
That's right. And that's what it's taking today to pull together to make this great, wonderful parade that we're experiencing here.
Expressions Dance Studio passing us now.
You know, dance is another great form of exercise and activity.
It is. I guess.
I could probably use a few more dance moves myself.
I break dance. I just break things.
All right, we have the committee to elect Carol Lindstrom for District 1.
Very enthusiastic young man with a sign leading the front there.
Great job with that roaming camera there, Nathan. So school board, all types of offices up for election this go-round. So be sure to check them out on the websites, find out the information, and like we've said before, make an informed, educated vote.
Absolutely. Of course, the parades tend to be just a little bit longer in an election year, but I don't think you're going to find anybody complaining out here. Everybody loves a great parade.
They do, and I think it's good that the representatives are in the parade, getting their name out there, getting their face and recognition put before all of the community. We've got Benny Crane for State Representative 62, District 62, coming up. I believe you can go to the Georgia State website and find, there's a area there that you can click to find out exactly what district you're in, find out who those candidates are running in each area that you would be voting for. I believe I ended up being in District 62. I thought my lines were a little bit different. Yeah. So this is good to be able to see the faces.
Yeah. It's always good to know ahead of time what your district is and who you're going to be voting for.
Right. There you are. Seeing John from the patch out there, he's making this a good working job for himself today, getting those articles.
It is.
First-hand interviews on the road.
He starts down Church Street here a little bit, down by the Chamber of Commerce, and then he kind of walks backwards toward our position here at City TV. Right? Tell us about what's going on behind here, Kelly. We're we're positioned right here in front of the brand new parking deck, and we've got a lot of changes going on in downtown Douglasville here.
We do. We have the new conference center that's under construction. We're looking for that to be ready by the end of the year, first of the year thereabouts. Already looking to book some events in the December area. But it's a great facility planted right downtown Douglasville. So we're excited about that taking place. And I know the patrons here in the downtown area are excited with the 300 spot parking deck that will be available just shortly as well.
Been a little bit of a challenge, I guess, as we're doing the construction on the parking deck. Is there's growing pains anytime you have construction going on, but we appreciate the citizens being so patient.
They have been. They've done a great job too of getting a little bit of exercise, parking in maybe some of those outer bank type areas, getting to our local restaurants and businesses that are in this area. But no real major complaints because it's I think they see the growth and the progress taking place.
Absolutely. Douglasville Nursing and Rehab passing us now. They've got a very fine facility down on Highway 5, down the south side of Highway 5.
It's our Soldier Angels. I believe they have a set up right in front of the Armory just down the street as well.
Their website, if you'd like to check out and see what they do, is soldiersangels.org. Soldiersangels.org. Or you can text Soldiers to 20222 to donate.
And another local business here, Assured Comfort Heating and Air, making good things happen. I'm sure everybody wanting to know that their air conditioning AC unit working this time of year.
Yes, very important.
Miss Stephanie, we could use one of those. Wave. Or Douglas County Sentinel.
Douglas County Chrysler Dodge Jeep passing by with one of their nice Ram trucks there.
And of course the Douglas County Sentinel there that was, they have their electronic version online as well. So everything going to the, the new gadgets, the electronics, social media.
Of course, we're happy to have those businesses on Thornton Road, especially on the west side of Thornton Road here, that are part of Douglas County, and there's actually the ones on the east side are too. Just behind that, of course, is the Cobb County line, but some folks don't know that Thornton Road is, all of Thornton Road is part of Douglas County.
Douglas County, and a good portion of those businesses are within city limits of Douglasville
Absolutely.
Too. So we have Ramona Jackson Jones running for County Commissioner Chair. There she is, walking in the front of her line there with several supporters and vehicles.
A lot of folks probably don't realize if they're shopping at the Walmart on Concourse Parkway in Douglasville, Highway 5, obviously they're in Douglasville city limits, but also if they're shopping at the Walmart on Thornton Road, they're also in Douglasville city limits.
That is a kind of the east extension, I guess, of the county there. We have Donzella James, our state representative here, senator. She's has her megaphone.
Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to you. Good to see you. Hello.
That's really good for them to make sure that our representatives been out today, participating with us today.
Lingerfeld's Barbershop on Highway 5. It's important to find a good local barber or salon that you like and stick with them and support the local community. A lot of effort made through city and county and through the Douglas County Chamber of Commerce to get folks to buy local, and that's a very important part.
We must be reading minds, because I just was about to go there with the Buy Local program. The Chamber of Commerce does a great job of helping to promote the ability to keep our tax dollars within our county. And that's what you do when you buy local. You keep those tax dollars circulating right here in our own community and providing the services and everything through this area.
As you've seen here today with several of the the vehicles and a lot of the personnel here. We've got first-class vehicles, first-class personnel, and first-class facilities here in Douglasville and Douglas County because of your tax dollars and buying local.
Have a couple of vehicles here that look like those would be some fun little roadsters to have out on the road to take a joyride in. One looks like he has a picnic baskets. Maybe he's headed over to Hunter Park for festivities today.
Takes you back in time, doesn't it?
It does.
A little before my time.
A little before mine, but
But I've seen the movies. Of course, we mentioned the Share House event that's going on today, and Share House little picnic table and float to remind folks that there's a barbecue going on today.
And good barbecue happening out there too. So make your way to Hunter Park. Festivities happening all day long there, and be fun.
Folks, if folks don't realize what Share House is a wonderful local facility. Teresa Smith is the executive director, and facility for battered women and their children to help them get back on their feet when they've been in an abusive situation. It helps them get out of that situation and get back on their feet and find jobs and find work, and they clothe them and feed them and help them get job training skills.
They do, and that is a major transition in life if anyone's ever experienced that. So great community outreach program.
It's horrible that people have to go through that, but it's great to know that there's a place there if you need them.
There it is. Coming up, a few young guys trying to find the cameras so they can be on TV. But we have here push, pray until something happens.
That's great.
I guess another outreach here in our community.
1 Thessalonians 5:17.
Looks like Cowan Mill Church sponsoring that one there. They've got a barbecue, some fun and games happening as well. Lots of different events around the community happening for this 4th of July today. So if you're looking for something to tap into,
Yeah, the kids
they're definitely there.
Kids definitely can't say that they're bored today, can they?
They cannot, that's right. Stevens Fence Company, another local company. Those local companies are, what make our community strong, economic-wise. It's good to have those local businesses
Absolutely.
supporting our community and area here.
And it's families and folks that you know. It's your neighbors. It's your friends. It's your relatives that work at these local businesses, and so it's a double benefit. You get that, plus you get the tax dollars back from the local businesses to help support the programs and the different things that we have going on.
The community here. Oh, we got a water run.
Uh-oh.
Cooling off a few folks, I guess, out there.
Thank goodness they skipped over our electronics here.
They did. We're liking that. Have another little lag here in the parade, but like we said, we've got several floats, several different categories of people coming up ahead. We're probably, maybe halfway through the parade there?
Maybe half or possibly
maybe a little more
more
than half,
yeah.
but it's great to have the participation, great to have all of the different organizations, different businesses, different people who are up for election, getting their name, their face, connected with the community. So we have that opportunity here.
And hopefully that inspires folks to go home, as we said. I know we've mentioned it several times, to check them out. Check out their website and see what they stand for. Vote on what they stand for. Don't vote just because they handed you candy in a parade or they look like a nice person when they pass by. Find out what they stand for and see who lines up with what you believe in and where you want to be.
And who you believe is going to make that best, greatest impact here in our community. Looks like we have Gregory Baker for Tax Commissioner lined up here. Coming along. A couple of vehicles supporting his efforts as well.
It says Gregory Baker is a veteran. I did not know that, so it's good to know those kind of facts about folks. So we certainly appreciate his service to our country.
Right. A little four-legged friend with them as
They
well.
do. It's like he's stopping to take frequent water breaks. That may have been part of the delay we had.
Okay, we have another election representative here for our Sheriff's Office, Derek Broughton. Check him out at broughton2012.com.
Lively group there.
There we are. Putting their chant and energizing the crowd, stirring them there.
Now that is a decorated vehicle right there. It's the American flags, the American flag hats.
It's always good to see that you know, the community coming together for who they believe is going to be the right pick, or who they believe is going to make the right position and stands. So we've definitely had a show of those today with our election year this year.
Absolutely.
We do want to encourage people to get out to the polls. A lot of different offices that are available this year on the ballots. There's also some different tax issues, those type things as well. The people want to make sure that they're educated and informed about, and hopefully casting the right, what they believe to be the right decision and vote.
Another vehicle there for Donzella James for State Senate. I believe she had some earlier as well.
I think so there. She got two little plugs there.
Yeah,
for it, huh?
exactly.
Coming up, here's a long-term local business, Gable Sporting Goods, right there on Fairburn Road. They think they carry just about anything that you would need.
Yes, they do.
I visited them often for
In
various
business for a
different.
long time here in Douglasville. We're happy to have them as a community partner.
There you go.
Not quite sure how many years, but I know it's been decades. Because as you said, I've shopped there for many years.
They're advertising a customer appreciation sale on Saturday the 7th, starting at 8 a.m. That's at Gable Sporting Goods.
A former USA Olympian,
There we
in
are.
track and field, Paula King, in the 1976 and the 1980 Olympics. I would imagine she's probably local here now.
That's exactly where, you know, John, we are just working on this thing. I started to say she's supporting her local community here. Nice smiling face there on the camera.
It's not every day you get to see an Olympic athlete in person. They takes a lot of hard work and dedication.
A lot of training they put in. All right.
Sorry.
Have a chant here for Todd Cowan, for our tax commissioner. There they are. I guess this would be Todd's second term that he's looking to be elected for this position again. Has himself a good following there, and their blue shirts with their yellow lettering. Several vehicles. Handing out their
Of course,
candy.
our longtime tax commissioner before Todd Cowan, Ann Guider, is now Douglas on the Douglas County Commission.
She has. She just kind of, I guess, changed offices at the courthouse.
She did. Took a little break in between. You'll find many of those folks that have a heart for service like that. They may try to retire, but then they work their way back in either public office or to work with charities or you know, in many ways to find other ways to serve.
And you know, that's a good point, John, to help our viewers to understand that, you know, these people that we elect into these positions, they're serving our community. So taking a good look at what their service record is, how they have been involved, that's another good deciding factor for placing a vote. So we're hoping that people are taking the opportunity to check out those different positions that are out here and the people running for those offices today. Great way to connect with them here at the parade, though. And we have coming up another local business, Prom USA Formal Wear. They're out on Fairburn Road. The Roper family owns that business. Longtime friends of mine, have been around a while.
Yeah, Russ Roper, great guy. We also have a local catering business as well.
They do. They do a great job with the Character Coalition breakfast each and every year.
And a cross-promoting candidate, Bob Snelling there.
There they are. And that is one sharp-looking 4x4 off-road truck. Hadley Insurance with a Phil Miller support sticker there. Another local business. Always the opportunity to check out our local businesses. Whatever your needs or services you're looking for.
Gentleman there with LT Detailing. They're doing it the hard way. They're walking along the parade route and shaking hands.
There you go. You know, there's some great, I guess this is it here, LT Car Wash. Great detailing service. Looks like he has a mobile unit. There's Avonlea at Tributary coming up. Another apartment community in our area. They're out there on the Riverside Parkway.
Absolutely.
Tributary, part of the Tributary development there. Beautiful facilities.
Also, they've got a Rotary International tag there on the front of the vehicle. Great local organization. I was happy to be a part of Rotary in Douglas County here for many years. It's Hudson's Hickory House. That's Seth Hudson. That's Buford Hudson's son. He was good friends with my son.
Oh, there you go.
Growing up.
Well, I say let's go get some barbecue. And Hudson's would be a great place to do that.
It would. Except for you said they're closed this week.
I know. We'll have to wait till next week. Beatrice Jones for, let's see, State Senate. Representative there. And another big monster truck.
That one is certainly patriotic, red, white, and blue.
And they're promoting the Miss Douglasville Labor Day pageant at Hunter Park. Imagine that'll be taking place during the Labor Day festivities coming up in September.
Of course, beauty pageants, another big part of our American tradition, is as much as parades and many other things that we do, and the barbecues and Nathan's Hot Dog. Don't forget, there's the big Nathan's Hot Dog contest. That's not here, but
not here.
I got to throw that in because I'm a
yes.
fan of hot dogs.
Yes.
I don't know that I'm a fan of 126 hot dogs or whatever they normally eat, but
not sure how they do that one.
Yeah. I think 3 is pretty much my limit these days. Maybe 3. Usually just 2. So
I can usually put down about 2 good chili dogs down at the varsity, and that's about my limit.
yeah.
There's Miss Maddie, Miss Douglasville, representative there. Trying to get her to wave. Yeah.
What a cutie.
You know, it's neat to see the kids in their red, white, and blue today as well.
It is.
You were talking about your outfit you picked out for your granddaughter. You have to at least put her in and get a picture made.
Absolutely. I think we'll at least have a photo op a little bit later today. So I think our festivities will be at Wellstar Hospital today. But that's okay.
But mom and baby, everyone's doing well?
Everybody's doing great.
That's great. That's good. We've got Golden Memorial, United Methodist, over on Forest Avenue. You know, we do have some great churches in our community as well.
We do.
It's good to see their participation today and supporting the events of our community.
Yeah, especially on today, on July 4th, as we celebrate the birth of our nation. It's so important to remember what our country was founded on, that it was founded as one nation under God, and it's very important to have the churches involved along with the businesses and the rest of the community and all the organizations that are represented. If you don't have a church home, there's many, many church homes to choose from in Douglas County. I'll put in a plug for Chapel Hill News and Views. We have a church directory that lists all the churches in Douglas County, so you can go there and look for your new church home.
And if you were here today, you might have connected with one of these
Absolutely.
churches in the parade. So, guess is this our Winston baseball team? Looks like they have
it is.
Gone through a World Series championship. The All-Stars.
I think we almost, young lady didn't realize what she was coming up on there, and I think as soon as she realized with the water gun that she was coming up on our booth here, then she changed the direction of her fire. So,
all right, we have a large campaign here happening in the red, white, and blue shirts. Our Tom Worthen.
Richard Nichols and his wife there, a great part of the Sweetwater Camera Club.
And there's now, weren't they at the beginning of the parade? I think they've made 2 entries here, have they not?
Yep, for Tom Worthen.
Tom Worthen.
There's Tom walking along.
There he is, our chairman. Hey, Tom. Doing a great job. Excited to see everyone here today. Big representation there. I guess he got to join us firsthand as our acting chairman of the Commissioner Board.
And then for the re-election
now here he is for the re-election. I guess they had to run back down to the starting line, though, huh?
Yeah, they might have to circle back, huh?
I believe didn't he walk it first time too? So he's walked this route twice today.
You could save a trip to the gym later, I can.
There you go.
I believe everybody that walked in the parade today gets a free pass.
I'm thinking they burned their calories.
No gym today.
Now, you know what I see just over the horizon there are the horses. So that means that we are really coming up close to the end of this parade today.
Horse is another favorite of the children in the audience. Actually, I say children, but young and old. Everybody loves it.
We've got the DC Gymnastics and Dance Stars. Say cheer. There they are. Well, we'll see if
I'll just
let there's our parade boy, parade kid.
have a slight challenge on the set here, but the good thing is it's near the end of the parade, so we'll do. There's Parade Kid. We've been looking for Parade Kid. He's on in your view there now. Just came off there, and we've got the horses coming up now.
Of course, we have the S&S Farm horses, Sharon Lambert, Over the Hill Trail Riders, Willie Watkins Funeral Home. Horse carriage should be heading up the end of the parade there for us. But horses are always an exciting part of the parade to see.
Yes, they are.
Lots of riders there. Those are some good-looking horses.
They are
And riders.
They are beautiful animals.
My daughter was into horses for several years. I think she's moving on to college, so we kind of had to find a new home for her Misty. But I think it's in her heart and in her blood. So I think we'll see horses again in our future.
Lots of great opportunities in Douglasville and Douglas County for the equestrians here. There's
I know Boundary Waters out there has a lot of Sunday, Saturday afternoon. You can see the horse trailers there, people riding the trails there out by the Chattahoochee.
yeah.
You know, John, it's been an exciting day.
It really has, Kelly.
It's been an exciting event here.
I've enjoyed it.
Seen a lot of people excited, and you know, a little over an hour and a half parade. A lot of entries, a lot of representation of our local communities, people who are running for different offices to serve our community. So be sure to check them out on the website, as we've
Absolutely.
mentioned today.
I'm reminded here as we see the horses and we talk about some of the wildlife on the Boundary Waters and the different things in Douglasville and Douglas County of how great we have it here. What a special place we have. We're just 20 miles west of Atlanta, so you can jump down and get to Turner Field and World Congress Center and you know, Phillips Arena and all that stuff in a short little drive. But still we have the great countryside where we can have equestrian events and different things going on here. And
Yeah, it's a great little community.
it is.
I'm glad to call it home.
Me too.
Well, you know, there's one vehicle that just really never gets mentioned,
What's that?
and that's that street sweeper.
That is the street sweeper. I think the street sweeper, of course, we have the horses and the horse and carriage, and then I think the street sweeper signifies the real end of the parade.
It does. And they've got that dubious task of cleaning up right behind those horses, but does a great job. And you know, you can see that city sweeper here on the city streets
Absolutely.
every morning. You know, it's been a great parade here.
It certainly has. Greg Roberts and the folks at the city, they do a great job of keeping our facilities intact and the streets clean and everybody going. I don't know if Greg Roberts heads that up. I'm throwing that out there, but
He does. You know, it takes a lot of another big team to make that happen.
Yes,
Our
it does.
city manager, Bill Osborne, does the step off. And then, of course, our police officers, Douglasville Police Department, do a fine job. They're heading up the end of the parade there, making sure everyone's safe. It's been a great day.
it has, Kelly. I hope everybody has a great rest of the 4th of July, or if you're watching this on a tape delay, we hope that you had a great 4th of July.
And we do want to say happy birthday to our great nation that we live in here, and hopefully we're going to get a nice sky cam shot back over the way, seeing the parade heading on up Church Street.
Please
And
keep in
heading up.
mind all of our military that's fought over the years to keep our freedoms,
Yes.
and certainly to our local public officials for their service, and our local firefighters and EMTs and Douglasville and Douglas County Police.
All right. Well, we appreciate everyone being here, and John, thank you for co-hosting with us today.
Thank you for the honor and the pleasure, Kelly.
Thank you for our viewers for joining with us on this great, happy 4th of July.
Absolutely.